Hi everyone, welcome to IT Person YouTube channel. So, welcome back to our ASP.NET Core Web API debugging and error handling course. Okay, first of all, before we start, let me tell you something. So, this is not a typical course. Why? Because when you look for a normal typical course, what they do is they do the coding work, so that theoretical part in a separate day. That means they do the analysis and code and resource gathering, and every do the all kind of explanation part. They will do it one time. Then another day they go for a shoot, right? They record the session. So there may be a issue that when they developing the course or when they are preparing the content, they may fixed, right? But since they are only focusing on the recording time, so already that issue has been fixed, and that will be container free from the errors. But in this course, what I'm going to do is in real time I will show you how to do the stuff. And I am not only prepare the content. So I am also new to this project. So what does it means? So with you only I'm going to connect this project with the database. I will install the required resources, tools, everything. So if I got an error, you will get a chance to look out how I fixing this issue, how I resolving the errors, and how we can resolve a problem in application during the setup time. So it will be another advantage. So not only this course, all of my courses I will do everything in real time. Then it will be very helpful you guys to face the issues, because if I do the development and testing and setting the environment in a different day, and I just recording on a different day, then you won't get a chance to know about the issue. Because when you are setting a project, you may get this error, right? So what I am getting, so you may get that error, you need to fix, right? So when you following my course, my tutorials, you will get a chance to encoding these issues, and you will get a chance to know how to fix this issue. All right, that is one point. Second, this is ASP.NET Core Web API project. If you see here, it's basically targeting .NET 8 version, and .NET 8, and it can support it up to .NET 6 to 8, and I hope it will be support the .NET 9 and latest version. And other than that, you should have a basic idea about ASP.NET Core, REST APIs, Web APIs, C Sharp, .NET. And another one thing is I'm using on Mac, so you may be a fan of Windows operating system. Yeah, you can use Visual Studio 2019 or 2022. That yeah, as my experience, it may be a great experience you will get. But since ASP.NET Core is an cross-platform application, right? So we are telling it, so we need to prove it, no? Therefore I'm using it on Mac, and I'm planning to use Rider for this course. If you have familiar and you want the same exact feeling like Visual Studio, you can use VS Code on Mac. And you may know that Visual Studio support on Mac has been ended, and we are not going to use Visual Studio for Mac in any courses hereafter until Microsoft change their mind. So therefore we mostly target Visual Studio Code, that means VS Code, or Rider, JetBrains Rider. So if you have free license, or then recently they have released a it's kind of a non-commercial license for the users. So if you want, you can use the JetBrains Rider, or VS Code is more than enough for this kind of work. And my expectation to give you an IDE experience, therefore I decided to use JetBrains Rider. Okay, so this is the introduction and pre course overview. Let's dive into the topic. Okay, let's see. As I mentioned earlier, so we are going to use .NET 8. You can see simply expanding this in rider, you can see .NET 8 versions and related other dependencies. And if you want, you can see the properties. Here you can see C# version and the name of the application and .NET targeted framework. So, and I have a practice that I used to follow up with the even number of .NET. So normally because .NET release the long-term support, the LTS version for even numbers. So earlier it was .NET 6, now it's .NET 8. So we hope it will be .NET 10 then. So therefore I used to cover many of these courses in .NET 8. If you want, let me know, I can create a course for .NET 9 with latest stuff. So but since .NET 8 gives us more long-term support, I've decided to use .NET 8 for these courses. All right, so let's go into the subject, how to set up a ASP.NET Core web API project. So here we need to talk about what are the dependencies. Like in this scenario we are going to discuss about database. So here we have dependencies with the database. So how we are going to connect them, how we are going to set up, we're going to look in next video.